Hey, ole, 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 ole. Ole. Hey, hey. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you some big noise. Come on. Nice to see you again. How are you on this Sunday morning? How are you? Fantastic. Do you feel the energy? Let me hear you. Let me hear. Let me feel the energy. Come on, everybody. Yeah. We start with a big grand opening. I hope all of you had a lot of fun last 2 days. Did you? A lot of fun. The energy. Do you feel the energy? Today our program is short, so I don't want to make you wait a lot. But please, ladies and gentlemen, give me just 1 minute of your time. Because for me, this is the grand final of my performance. I want to tell all of you, it was a big honor for me to be your host. You're amazing. I love you. Oh, I hope to see you again in Vietnam. I love you. Thank you. My name is Nicky Manolov, and I love you so much, mi amore. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're amazing. My friends, I hope you can, you give me this opportunity to call you my friends. Please welcome on the stage our biggest, our dearest, our biggest friend and support. Please welcome on the stage Captain King James. Captain James, everybody. Captain King James, let me hear you.
Good morning, good morning. Mic check, mic check. Good morning. Mic check. Testing, mic check, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Pleasant good morning to you all. Such a warm welcome this morning. I really appreciate it. As mentioned, today is really about you. We did not, and when I say we did not, the leadership, the company, and everyone that's here with a vested interest do not want you to leave this event without some understanding, without clarity. So we're going to actually do things a little different. For the next maybe 45 minutes or less, we're going to entertain some questions. And we're going to give some answers. If some of the questions need to be translated and the answers translated, I will ask individuals that can help. Let's say there's a question from Romania or Italy. They could go ahead and help us regarding those questions. The objective of this entire event is to leave here on fire, to go ahead and catch others around you on fire. Too many individuals thought that this opportunity and this business was finished, it was gone. That is such a wrong concept. We are here more than any time before, and we are destined for greatness. So I really ask that you ask your sincere question. Do not be shy. Do not be worried about if your question is going to look foolish. There's no foolish question. We're here to deliver. We're here to help. Is that okay? So I know I'm going to start with Mr. Petrovic, because I know he has a question. I told him save it for in front of everyone.
Okay. Some downlines asking about promotion 75%, 25%, because new cash account is like cash. So they can use new cash account 75% and 25% OneCoin or old cash account or not?
Good question. So the question he's asking, are they allowed to use 75% of the new cash account and 25% OneCoin as a method of payment? Yes. So example, you have 100 euros in your new cash account You do not desire to withdraw the entire 100 euros. You want to use it to purchase a package. You're welcome to use it to purchase a package. If you want to use it 75-25, you would have to just make sure you write to invoicing.
Super. And can you explain a little better about qualification, double qualification for August, if they have Eagle goal?
So the question is, what is the month of August double qualification for Eagle? What do that mean? That is the question. Simple. The way the Eagle structure and the way the Eagle concept is designed, you sponsor 2, you help someone sponsor 1, that's 3 people in your organization. In 1 calendar month, that's considered Eagle. The objective of Eagle is every single month you need to qualify again to continue receiving the rank of Eagle. So if you want to become a bronze Eagle, for example, it need to be 6 consecutive months. With the double qualification of the month of August, for the work that you would do once, they're going to count it as if you did it 2 months in a row. So if you did it in August, it counts as 2. So when you do it again in September, it counts as 3. That is the idea and the mentality of double qualification of Eagle in August.
One question for Luca, asking about the BV. You have one leg 1 million points, let's say, and one leg 0 points. After the 1st August, asking if it would be 0 and 0, this balance of BV points.
Yes. Yes. So after the 1st of August, good question. So we clarify. So after the 1st of August, the BV that you have will be removed. It'll be in your history. So it'll be in your history. So whichever leg has the volume, for example, if he has 1 million BV in one leg, it'll be in his history. Left leg, 1 million, removed. It'll be in his history. There is a strategy. There is a strategy that the company is going to look at based on performance to even introduce some of the BVs back into the system as we progress. So as we progress, some of the BVs could be introduced back to the system. Not all at once, but on a calculated, slow process, they can integrate some of the BVs back into their system.
The company is thinking that this 1 million...
Is it clear?
Anybody has question?
Questions?
So that's clear. So everybody understands everything. I wouldn't have no text messages asking me any questions, yes? Because if I have a text message asking me any question, I will not respond. You can just show by raise a hand, anyone?
At this time, there are a lot of cryptocurrencies in the world. Which cryptocurrencies have direct connection with OneCoin? Can you explain any, if there is any, from all the cryptocurrencies that we know so far?
Excellent. So at this current time, we don't have any relationship with any other cryptocurrency. We are standing alone. We are designed for regulation and not speculation. And we don't have any ongoing relationship with any other cryptocurrency. However, we are in conversations with 2 separate companies that's attempting to create a relationship with us for the future. So conversations are happening, people are inquiring, and those things are happening right now behind the scenes. Yes.
So, first of all, good morning to everyone. I'm Gianpaolo Oliva from Italy. I have a question. If it's okay for you, first I will say in Italian and then in English, and then I will translate.
You got the mic, brother.
Ok. Allora, la mia domanda è riguardo a come fare ad aumentare l'inclusione dei commercianti in deal shaker. Molto spesso i commercianti hanno chiesto la possibilità di avere un 20-30% di pagamento da parte dell'azienda in euro di trasformazione, perché questo potrebbe aiutare a far crescere più velocemente deal shaker. E adesso gli chiedo la sua opinione. King, I have a question regarding the shaker, and in particular how to push the inclusion of more merchants in the shaker. We stay on the field, so we speak every day with merchants. Many merchants, especially professional one, especially a middle company, they would like to enter into our deal shaker. Of course, they see a big opportunity. But they say, at least help us in order to convert at minimum 20-30% of the turnover from one coin to fiat currency, in order that we can sustain our cost model, our profitability. What do you think about that?
Excellent. So I could tell you, question behind you. So I could tell you my professional take on this. So speak to merchants, or I introduce someone as a merchant. The question is, what are you introducing? We're getting some feedback here. You guys hearing feedback? You guys getting some feedback? I'm getting some feedback. You guys hearing any noise? You hearing any buzz? No? Okay. So, when I speak to merchants, I strongly suggest, and in trainings, I suggest the following. The idea of who we are with the digital wallet and introducing persons into this world of cryptocurrency, you have to let them know this is about integration. You let them know the entire concept is based on the merchant integrating or accepting a digital method of payment and accepting it as part of his portfolio. The idea, for me, is for the merchant to introduce his suppliers and his other chain to the very same coin, because what we do is digital bartering. But I also make sure I specify, for example, if a merchant has a discount of a product for 20%, 10%. This 20 or 10% the merchant was going to lose anyway for whatever business the merchant was going to do. If I help you to accept my coin and understand the value of accepting my coin for that 20 or that 10%, why would you turn around and ask me, how could I cash out this 10 or 20% that you are already going to lose? I am showing you and sharing with you, you're going to receive 100% payment for your product. So you don't need to put anything on sale. You can still have your 80% in fiat and your 20% now in one. Keep the price, however, at a fair price. Do not attempt to charge the 80 or charge the 100 in fiat and then 20% in coin. No. So the idea for me is to make sure you communicate properly with the merchant and give them real expectations. You don't tell the merchant, come here, sell 100%. That's not the idea. You're telling them they could utilize some of their profit margin that they would have for profit and get involved in the digital economy.
So just another question then. It's about One Academy. One Academy was designed in 2014, 2015. From that point, the world is going very fast, and now we are in completely different scenario about cryptocurrencies, many other things. My idea that I want to share with you is to make a sort of update of One Academy as a sort of Wikipedia, because we have many experts here about cryptocurrencies. So if we can open a shared platform where everyone can contribute with news about cryptocurrency, about fintech, maybe we can get something that will be very useful for our community. Of course, with the supervision of the company. What do you think about this idea?
I think it's an excellent idea. And actually, there's a young man from Japan named Jose Sergao. I think I pronounced his name wrong, but Jose from Japan. And he has a similar idea. Whereas we have that one app, we create a community of conversations in that one app. So if you download and you subscribe to the one app and you have the one app, we could create that type of conversation that adds value, where the company now sends out bulletin messages to everyone through the app, and people could respond to the app. So your idea is actually brilliant, and it's something that's being looked at.
Okay, let's do it. Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, King James. My name is Thomas. I'm from Italy. I have a simple question. Since you're the captain of the boat, please give an order. Give the order that people down there stop the music, because I like to hear, some people like to hear, and there we have some music, some talking around, which just disturbs lots of persons. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Well, I could tell you what's happening. It seemed like talking, but what's actually happening, they have their translator, and most of them not speaking English. So the translator is what's communicating for them.
Hello,
Understood.
I have a question. I'm from Romania. If you know, every day the money which are invested in crypto, it's increased exponentially. And I wanted to ask you, why one coin is not listed on the public exchange? And for example, to give the partners the possibility to change a small part of the one coin, for example, 100 or 1,001, and with this thing you can give the possibility around the world to the people to have this chance to buy one coin, and after that to use in deal shaker, because people, if you know, they don't have patience. It's very good idea with education packages, but if you don't have, if the people don't have patience, they don't have time to wait until they have this money in the wallet. Yeah, and please explain me if this is possible and when.
Excellent. Thank you. So your question technically is about exchange. Technically, that's the long and short of the question. Yes? Yeah. Right. The company and the company strategy is absolutely, exchange is part of it. Going on the exchange is absolutely part of it. But I have a rhetorical question. In this world of cryptocurrency, from anyone that's an educated miner, we understand that it's supply and demand in the world of cryptocurrency. Yes or yes? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Supply and demand is the world of cryptocurrency. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Okay. If supply and demand is the world of cryptocurrency, right now we have more supply than actual demand. So the question you're asking is, are we actually prepared? Do it make financial sense for one, the company, and two, for the shareholders, if we look at you as shareholders in the business? We have those who would just want the coin to go, and maybe it crash, maybe it don't. But the company know that they have particular requirements that they're looking for. So we were speaking yesterday to the team of LATAM, and I think I was even speaking to Mr. Petrovic. The moment that regulations are introduced to the market, we are already prepared. The company is already in a good standing that if regulations come into the market and we fit the criteria for the regulations, we're ready. Because if you think about it, especially in Europe, they have been speaking about the European regulations for cryptocurrency since 2018. To this day, they're still speaking about it. So if the regulation bodies are not ready, why would we force feed something that's not ready? 2, 10 million, 1 million, the numbers we keep throwing around. I am of the firm belief, if we have the next 6 million, the next 5 million educated miners come into the organization, we would have the demand necessary to go on the exchange. So exchange is absolutely part of the plan. The company will go, but they will go when they are ready and not before anyone else is ready. Too many individuals look at this as the lotto. So you mentioned people don't have time, but what were they doing all of their life? Most people did not put their entire life savings here. Most people have been working their entire life. And they're looking at this as the get rich, get quick. No, you will get wealth. You will benefit.
Yeah, we have.
But we have to remember who we are. You're looking at 700 years of the financial industry with fiat currency and what has been wrong with fiat currency, and you're expecting that 700 years to be wiped out in 7 years is unrealistic. We have work to do if we want to integrate into the paymenting processing centers of the world. Our desire, you know what is the type of exchange I personally want to see? When you can walk into any bank and you're able to tender, like you tender a euro or you tender US, and you receive lev, you're able to walk in and tender ones and receive lev. That's also an exchange. This is the desires. The world of cryptocurrency is not ready. The market is not ready.
And how long you expect this?
It depends on you. The moment you go Crown Diamond, is exchange comes. The moment you go Crown Diamond, we open the exchange the next day. It all depends on you.
Yeah, okay.
It all depends on you.
Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you.
No problem. There's no problem. So we have roughly about maybe 30 more minutes. And then I'll probably talk for about 10, because a lot of people have to go check out of the hotel.
Hello, for all people. I am Florin Chelmuș from Romania, from Bucharest. I ask you, I think for us, not necessary exchange. For us, is necessary strong platform deal shaker. If we have strong platform deal shaker, for us, not necessary other money. But for businessmen, it is necessary a mouth of air, of oxygen for to buy produce, for to pay salary for workers. Maybe company to think it is necessary rapidly to give this mouth of oxygen or air for salary. Is possible rapidly to give a percent to change for businessmen. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is same but different. So the Strong Merchant platform, you noticed yesterday, a demo was presented on the Deal Shaker. Also, they mentioned accepting various other methods of payments besides one. One of the options that will be available on the updated Deal Shaker platform will be 10% being the minimum acceptance of one. So if a merchant needs liquidity, he don't need to offer nothing over 10%. And that should be liquid enough for the merchant to operate and do business. Do the company have strategies that they intend to implement? Absolutely. But when they roll out their white paper, all of this information will be documented.
If I can say something about that, because I really like topic about Deal Shaker. If you have merchants who understand this project, he has excellent opportunity to recommend another businessman around to learn something about future, to learn something about cryptocurrency, to also participate in this project. Maybe they can give products or service for one coin 10, 20, 50%, or they want to educate, so they will buy packages. So actually you get from merchants your IMA who is happy because he has extra income and he can really be part of this project and part of our future. It's also a good idea if he needs money. Yeah. Thank you.
10 coins.
So it's another question, but this time about the network. I entered in this project on the 13th of May 2016. Incidentally, it was the day of the birthday of Dr. Ruja Ignatova. After 11 days, I went to the Coin Rush in London, and there I always remember that day one of the best days of my life, because in that room there were more than 10,000 people with an energy unbelievable. Of course, now we are in a new era of the company, and we are here thanks to Luca, a lot of Italian, thanks to Christy, a lot of Romanian. There are also other European countries that are represented here, but I feel a little bit alone in Europe. There are many countries in Europe that I don't know if they are sleeping, what's happened there. Do you think what can be the strategy in order to rise really Europe, which is the oldest continent? Maybe we are too rich, no, to understand the concept. But of course, there are many opportunities. So I don't know if we can think to make another European tour or something like this. I will be available for that, because I feel that Europe is, because of the pandemic, it's one of the continents that was most affected, also in the soul of the people. Maybe with this kind of project, we can really illuminate it again, the persons. So what do you think about that? Thank you.
So I am of the firm belief that everything is going to rise and fall on leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. You right now, Mr. Giampaolo, you represent over 1 million people in your organization. That's to come. What do I mean? If you decide to follow the proven system that we are introducing and we're rolling out, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, the success will come. It's not Europe alone that's sleeping. It's not Europe alone that's affected by the COVID-19 situation. Nevertheless, I believe with the rise of the One ecosystem and all the information that was presented over this weekend, the fact that persons will be able, because we know, as you mentioned, Europeans love their money, the fact that people will be able to withdraw immediately their earnings, I believe there's going to be a level of excitement that's going to happen. I believe that a tour is necessary and mandatory, but I would not be going on tour everywhere. It will have leaders that have to rise up and decide, this is mine. I am going to build, I am going to make this successful. My first tour that I'm looking to entertain will be in Latin America. I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Latin America and Africa, to be honest with you. Europe, I'm interested in too as well. But I know there's a lot of qualified leaders. I'm not going to point no elbows, but some even identified that they're going to get back in the field and work. So it's already beginning. The atmosphere, the energy is there. People are already messaging left, right, and center that they are ready to explode. So I feel the explosion. I don't need to just see it. I feel it. So I'm of the belief that you requalify for Diamond. You requalify for Blue Diamond for Vietnam. You would have done your part. But it's not you alone. There's other believers. The business is all about believers. If you believe, you can achieve. And if each one of you sitting inside of here understand that you are a budding diamond, You are an individual that can add value. You are a person responsible for you and your business. We're going to have success unparalleled to any other. And that's just the facts. It's too much information. You have that. You could mention that at 12 o'clock. So any other questions or concerns? All right, so I can share some closing thoughts. Any other questions or concerns?
Yeah, it will be actually about your question. We have meeting after 12 o'clock with all top leaders from each country. If you didn't sign up to be attend, go to Dimitri and his girlfriend there. Sign up your first name, last name, rank, and from which country you are and telephone number. Because we will speak exactly about that, what will be in the future. That is very interesting news, but we cannot speak right now, right here, because it's not official. But it will be amazing news that will be good for all people who will work in the future, Deal Shaker, not just one academy, but we cannot speak now here. We will speak with the leaders there, and it will go public very soon. Good?
Yes, so you're welcome. Hence the reason why for this short session is that we want to have a leadership session right after this meeting. Some people have to check out and so forth. And at that leadership session, we're going to get into some nitty-gritty of how we're going to rekindle the network for those who are willing to participate and work. Keyword is work. No work, no money. I can guarantee you that. Any other concerns, questions, thoughts, ideas? Mr. Abdi?
Thank you and good morning. There is one question I need to ask, which is about the trade, One Forex. People are these days excited and really want to learn more about the education of the One Forex. Is there a plan for the future that the One Forex will be active for trade and people can work, whoever interested in that part of the One ecosystem?
To be quite honest, the IT team has been working on the One Forex platform and they're developing it. Yesterday, they were supposed to release a demo, but they were not comfortable enough to release a demo. So it's part of the plans, it's part of the ecosystem, as you know, and everything is going to work, function, and happen as it should. So I'm not really in a position to get into the One Forex conversation, but it's definitely in the minds and part of the plans to roll out. So maybe in the next 3 months, you might hear me speaking about it. Oh, look what's going to happen in Vietnam. I don't know. All I can tell you is that they are actively now working on it. And they was even almost able to show a demo yesterday, but they were not comfortable. After that situation we faced with the migration, they are very strategic and careful in how they're releasing and putting out websites, information, and things of that nature now. Because they realize the network is very aggressive. And the network wants to see results and not excuses. And I am part of the network, so I agree. We are tired of excuses. We are not going to entertain any more excuses. All we want is results, results, and more results. And I am fully persuaded by that. Anyone else? Don't worry, you're helping many people. They're not asking, but you're asking for them.
So now I have a question about the markets. Can you tell us which are the countries that are growing faster in our business? And if you have some explanation why in those countries they are so successful. Thank you.
I will not be able to answer that question until after the next 3 months. After the system is up and running from August 1st, and we have the amount of eagles, and we could see where and what and who is performing, who's following the system, who's not following the system, who's implementing it, That'll then be an easier time to answer. Much easier. Anyone else? All right, so let's look to wrap up. Let me share one or two thoughts, or let me ask the network coordinator. Ah, beautiful. I don't have to ask them anything. So, friends, I sincerely thank you all. With all the COVID restrictions and all the fight you probably would have went through to position yourself to be here today. I believe that this weekend would have been of great value to all of us. However, I do not desire for you to leave here thinking anything but great thoughts. I do not desire for you to leave here wavering and wondering if it would work. I want you to understand that this industry of cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, is still in the starting gate. Whether you believe it or not, or you understand it, is based on how plugged in you are. The more and more that I read in the news and I read articles and I follow the industry, I realize that we are still in the infant stage. My personal views, and please allow me to share my personal views. My personal views, I don't believe I'm going to get to enjoy the ones in my generation as my smallest daughter would. My smallest child is 7 years old. I believe when she's 27, she would get so much fulfillment of the one that I would have received. So the question is, do you really understand that this is life-shaping, legacy-changing wealth? The opportunity we're in right now, if I was to ask a question, and it's a famous question, I ask the leaders, I ask wherever I go, I ask this question, because I would like people to think about it. Do you know your grandfather? I always ask that question. It's just to stimulate the mind. Stop for a moment and think about it. I'm not asking about your father. I'm not asking about your father. I'm asking about your grandfather. So your great-great-grandfather is who I'm asking you about. Do you know your grandfather? I want to speak for me. I do not know my grandfather, far less my grandfather. On my father's side, I don't know nothing with that lineage and that history. On my mother's side, I only know my grandfather. I don't know his father, and I don't know the father before him. Why? Why I don't know this in my family? Maybe for you it could be different, but for most people I speak to across the globe, they're in a similar situation like me. My grandfather left me nothing. Not one thing was left. A piece of land, nothing, nothing that could attach me legacy-wise. Because I see majority of people are my age, we have seen the age of the internet. And maybe we have taken advantage, maybe we didn't take advantage of that .com era. We are seeing this age of blockchain technology. Are we going to miss this as well? Because I guarantee you, Donald Trump, grandchildren will know who Donald Trump is. You are sitting in a position to be your own, well, let me not say your own Donald Trump, your own Bill Gates. He's a different name. You are sitting in a position to be your own legacy creator for your family, that you are not forgotten. This is the wealth opportunity that we are involved in with the one. So don't see this as a short-term vision. See this as the vision that it is. See this as a life-shaping, world-changing opportunity it is. This is why, for me, it makes no sense when people say they are walking away from the company. You never understood the company, because the company is you. Each one of us brings value to the one. And the more educated minds we have, the more value we have. And it's just that simple. No matter where you go, if you're in the world of crypto, what do they need? Any crypto, what do they need? People. People is the number one asset. And that's what we have here. We have people and we have a community. It's for the community to actively understand that they are important, that they are of value, and they can leave a legacy of value. I'm interested in that. I'm interested in never being forgotten. Those are my selfish interests. And if I be really honest with you, I'm looking forward to my own public holiday. That's how I feel. I feel that when my time on this earth is finished and I have passed on, the same way they can have Malcolm X Day, Martin Luther King Day, they have Gandhi Day, they have all these other noble individuals. They could have a day for me as well. That should be your ambitions. That should be your goal and your mindset. Leaving this event, you should leave thinking, knowing, and willing to build such a ferocious business, such a major legacy, that in Ukraine they decide to build a statue of you. Why not? If you could help shape, change, and navigate the world into a better place, why not? And I believe that our one is doing just that. Navigating, shaping, and making the world a better place. When you think about it, we level the playing field. We level the playing field. The value of your one in Europe is the same value that it is in Colombia, the same value it is in Uganda, the same value it is in Japan, the same value it is in Australia. The value of your one. That's power. Because if we was to stay in the world of fiat currency, what gives, let me be careful, let's not have that conversation. When it's all said and done, friends, understand the value of your one. We are leveling the playing field, and we are bringing people from the 98%. Let's just talk about the cash flow quadrant. The people that's on the 98%, the E and the S. We are presenting them with an opportunity to come across to the I and the B, big business owners and investors. That's the opportunity we are presenting. We have a chance. It's not going to totally be 50-50, but we have a chance to increase that 98%, decrease the 98%, and increase the 2%. We have a chance. Are you willing to be a part of that 2%? Are you willing to increase it to 3? Are you willing to increase it to 4? Are you willing to increase it to 5? Based on how many people you educate, how many people you help, that will determine the increase. So for me, this event has been a lot of value to me. I feel very comfortable in trusting the process of the company. I am seeing, based on where they were before and where we are today, day and night. And I'm seeing a bright, bright, bright future. So I want to encourage you to focus and build your business. Focus and build your business. Apply the proven systems. Work with the people that's working with the system. Work with the willing. Do not fight. Do not push. Do not have the conflict. We have too many people that is against us for us to be against each other. So let's put aside differences. Let's put aside ill feelings, and let's focus and build a business. I want to sign off. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. I want to give the network coordinator the opportunity to share whatever his heart desires. If you have more questions, I could take it after the fact because we're concluding here. But the truth is, one ecosystem adds more to life. We add a lot more to life. I humbly thank you, I appreciate you, and I look forward to growing with you. Let's grow all together and spend some coins. Thank you.
Hi all, I just would like to ask all of us to remind ourselves that we are representatives of the business organization. And business-wise, timing is crucial always. For the last 10 days, I played the role of the timekeeper, right? I will continue to play this role in the future. If you think deeply, the only source which is limited in this world is time. So that's why I'm so focused in this thing. And about the next meeting, which is very important, 12:15. Everyone who is accommodated in the Imperial Hotel has to check out. The meeting will start in 12:15. In the ground level, there is a conference room. You'll orient yourself very easily. We have a rule in some of the formats of our meetings, even in the management meetings, who is going last through the door after the time we appoint is paying the lunch to the others. So keep this in mind. Thank you very much for your participation for the whole event. Enjoy your trip back to your homes and be ready for more challenging things. Thank you very much. See you in Vietnam, yes.